First Timothy.
Fight the good fight of
Six.
faith.
Get that form. Yeah, I got it. Appreciate it. Yes, sir.
6 and 12.
Spirit, what's the scripture say? The spirit war against the flesh.
All right, we're good.
I can get that for you. We up though.
Yep.
We up.
All right, Shalom.
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 Before we open up, I want to give all glory, all praises, and all honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who definitely do well. As always, peace and salutations to the Oath Elect and the Sisakas pushing truth throughout the four corners of the earth. Once again, we back out here, prophesy the downfall of America, which is also known as Babylon the Great, and to gather the Lord's elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. The Lord's only coming back to get the elect. As it's prophesied, 2/3 of our own people got to perish. We know, but without further ado, we got to go.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 12. Fight the good fight of faith. Lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou art also called.
So the Lord said, fight the good fight of faith. And it's ironic, you got Esau and all these nations, they're fighting carnally to establish rulership on the earth and hope, eternally. But the Lord looking at his man that's fighting spiritually, to attain the kingdom, man. And that's how we're going to get the kingdom, is by, fighting spiritually, man. And the main fight we're fighting is ultimately ourselves, it's flesh. These chains of darkness that we in, man. We being, constantly, plagued with thoughts, demons and shit. And we got to fight that, man.
Continuing on, it says, and has professed a good profession before many witnesses.
Yeah, profess a good profession, man. It's truth. Before many witnesses, and the only ones that's going to grasp this truth is the Lord's elect, man.
Hey, cause we working for that coin, man. We working for that penny. So this is our job. Not only is this something that we are pleased to do to serve the Lord, but this is our profession.
I'm getting that word for you right now.
Yeah.
This is the word profession in the Edamon. It says vows taken upon entering a religious order. You see what does it say?
Hey, the scriptures say if thou vows a vow, defer not to pay it, man. You see, when the Lord, called us into this marvelous light, hey, we made an oath unto the Lord, man. That we was going to work. We signed a contract literally once again through the Spirit. Hey, and guess what? Hey, now we got to fulfill that part, man. And now we have to work. Which is like the brother said, it's our profession, man.
Yeah, the Lord woke you up. It's a blessing and a snare.
Yeah, there you go.
He woke you up and put you in that gym. He said, yeah, now you have to serve me.
That's it. Work.
Or you don't, I'm going to give you these lashes.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because you either going to serve, Yahweh while Yahweh Shai, or you're going to serve Satan. It ain't no in between. You got something?
I was going to mention, like Paul had mentioned, that he was a prisoner of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. And he said, along the lines of, woe is me if I preach not the gospel. Because it's a heavy duty, heavy responsibility one has when you get woken up to the truth. Because now you got to put your hand to the plow.
That's it.
And if you don't, the Lord is going to require your life.
That's it. Yeah.
Because he put the Spirit upon you to give life unto others. But if you're just holding it, being a niggar with it, prideful, he's going to discard you. Or he can discard you.
Yeah. Hey, what's the saying in the world? Heavy lies the crown, man. And that crown, what we're trying to obtain, is that immortality, which we're going to receive in the kingdom of heaven. But through that, trying to obtain it, man, we're going to have to go through, them straits, man. We're going to have to go through persecution, and we're going to have to go through hard times and endure, hardness as a good soldier. In order to obtain it, man. We can
I got that. 2 Timothy 2:1, and the heading says, be strong in the KJV, but the NLT said, good soldier of a Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Because like before I get this precept, once the Lord gave us the truth, believe it or not, we enter into a high level spiritual war. And we realize the powers that be around us, man, it's all kinds of wickedness, man, all kinds of demonic energy around us, man. So this whole system is set up in witchcraft, man.
That's it.
And once the Lord gave us the truth, he opened our eyes to what kind of war we in. Because before we came into this truth, we didn't know war was being waged against us, man.
Yeah.
we just You woke up with scars and bruises and shit.
Yeah.
Like, where we get this shit from?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now, like you say, man, we entered into an age-old war, man. An age-old battle, man. And now we know our opponent. You know who our opponent is because we know thyself. You gotta be right.
It says, 2 Timothy 2:1, it says, Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Mashiach Yahushua. It says, be strong. And how we strengthen ourselves, man, by reading these scriptures, praying, fasting, breaking bread with brothers, man.
Yep.
Because at times we become weak. Hey, we in the flesh. The scriptures say the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Because the number one enemy we're fighting is ourselves.
That's it. Yeah.
These fucking chains of darkness that have been conditioned to be wicked.
Precept.
Because before we came to this truth, how many odd years we was in this world, we was trained and conditioned in wickedness.
Yeah.
Right.
So now we coming out of this matrix. Now we're fighting that old man.
That's it.
And it comes with pain, agony, affliction. But you still gotta fight through all that, man.
That's it.
And emotions. It says verse 2, and the thing that thou heardest of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also. Stay like our apostles, with our apostles and their elders. They was teaching, and then years down the line, our elders woke up, and then eventually we woke up.
That's it.
By them what? Teaching His word, man. It says, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua Mashiach. You got to endure hardness. Like, and you don't understand the war. What are you planning? Your planning may not go all the way to plan.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, the element might change. It might get, you might be on a mission and a fucking storm comes.
That's it.
You can't bitch and complain. Oh man, it's just, it's cold.
That's
You
it.
got to endure it.
That's it.
The terrain might change. You got to do it, man.
And in doing it, if I may, and in doing it, you have to be built up and fortified within these truths, man, within His words, man. Knowing that whatever the situation the Lord puts you through, hey, He gonna get you up out of it. Like the brother said the other day, man, to me, man. He said the Lord is always gonna make a way. Always gonna make a way, man. But we gotta trust in that no matter what terrain, we fighting upon, man.
Because just like at war, you may not get your rations.
Come.
I'm talking with my dad, telling about my granddad, which was he was a Vietnam War vet. He said they went 30 days without rations because they blew their damn helicopter down. So they in Vietnam, with no food
In the forest.
In the forest, and they still had to fight, hungry because the Viet Cong ain't give a damn. You ain't got no food, still finna kill your ass.
Yeah.
So they still had to fight. So and I say to say all that. That's how it is in the spirit, man.
That's it.
Satan don't give a fuck. You tired?
That's it.
He tired. He looking just kick you even more like that, man.
If anything, that's when he prays on you the most.
And like the brother said, you gotta fight with that thorn in you, man. You got more to that, bro?
I got a little more. You got a quick one?
But you got it, bro. I got two quick ones after.
Verse 4, no man warreth and take himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be his soldier.
And that's the point, really, right there. Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
Because we fighting, our old man, our old self, man. And not only that, all the, the rudiments of the world as well too, man. That, he so like to throw against us as a luxury or as a dainty and shit like that. But we don't, we count all those things dung, man. Because we sacrificing this thing for Yahweh Shai, man. Ultimately.
Hey, so that we may please Him.
That's it.
Hey, because, the Lord created us to please Him,
That's
to
it.
glorify Him. Through His prophets, He gets the glory. His people, His nation.
That's it.
All right? But hey, if you don't want to give Him His glory, He gonna take your life.
That's it.
This is Sirach, chapter 14. I'm gonna start at 9. A covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked drieth up his soul. A wicked eye envieth his bread, and he is a niggard at his table. And so you can't be a niggard at the table of the Lord, man. You can't be looking at what everybody else in this world got going on, or even the brother that's in the truth, what they got going on, and be envying and wanting to, coveting brothers' portions and stuff like that, man. Nah, you can't be like that, man. And what the Lord gave you is what the Lord gave you, and you got to make it sufficient. It's sufficient unto thee, man.
Hey, because the Lord can take it away from you.
Yeah.
You know, you being stingy, whatever it is that nigga goes into being stingy. Man.
Yeah,
You know what
stingy
I'm
nigga.
saying? Yeah, you stingy motherfucker.
And then not serving the Lord with what you have.
Exactly, come.
Here it is. This
Yeah.
is your gift
Yeah.
that the Lord gave you.
That's it.
But you're not giving it unto the people out here that need to hear it.
That's it.
Because you can save lives with what the Lord gave you to preach. You know?
Yeah.
Because if I may, in an army or the platoon, everybody, we all work in one, but everybody may have different weapons.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know, you got one guy, he may be the machine gunner.
Specialties.
You know, you got the one guy, he just a rifleman. That guy, you know, that you got to perfect whatever, you know.
Mhm.
You know.
That's
Hey,
it.
hey, one brother might, like you said, one got the scope.
Yeah.
He watching out for everybody in the back.
That's it.
You know, then you got your footmen.
That's it.
Hey, they meant to charge.
Yeah.
You know?
Then you got your leader.
Come.
You know, the leader, his whole job is to guide the platoon in the midst of danger.
That's it.
He giving radio calls.
Yeah. You got that guy, RTO. You know?
God.
So I say to say all that, hey, we all have our unique gifts in this truth, man. And Lord, you know, we have to utilize it for the benefit not only for ourselves but for, you know, the body as well.
And then, because that's the point, what you said, the body, you know, because the body, you know, benefits off that. And not only that, you know, we can learn from each other, you know, from all, you know, our different skills, man. You know,
Even in battles we lose. Like the old saying, you may have lost the battle, but you didn't lose the war.
that's it. Yeah.
Finishing up, it says, verse 11, my son, according to thy ability, do good to thyself, and give the Lord his due offering.
And that's
See?
what we learned from that, bro.
You got it, bro.
I was gonna say that's what we learned too in this walk, is to learn to do good to ourselves, man. You know, because in this world we didn't know how to love ourselves. That's why we ate anything. You know, you seen the ass, or you just fucked anything without even questioning. You know, asking or vetting. Oh, you ain't give a damn she had a man or not. You just like shit. She got an ass and she like me. I'm in there.
That's it.
You know.
And even with that, man, like doing good to yourself, like the brother was doing it to, is serving the Lord, man. When you follow the law, statutes, and the commandments, that's doing good unto yourself, because you feel what the Lord can do to you. So because you have that fear in your heart, and you walking according to His wisdom, which He bestowed it to us, man. Hey, you're staying in His good grace. You're staying in His good grace. You're like, okay. And when you pray to Him, now there's nothing He won't give to you. He's like, hey man, I like him. Go ahead. What you want? What you say you want? I got you. Cause see, you can ask the Lord for something and He'll give it to you, but if you ain't in the right spirit, it'll be to your detriment. Or if you ask the Lord, He'll give it to you and it'll be something that's blessed, it's meant for you. I got another one. This is Sirach 15. And I'm gonna start at 14. It says, nope, I'm gonna start at 15. If thou wilt to keep the commandments and to perform acceptable faithfulness, He hath set fire and water before thee. Stretch forth thine hand unto whether thou wilt. Before man is life and death, and whether him liketh shall be given him.
If I may. And we didn't know that in the world. We didn't know, you know what I'm saying, the path that we was going, man. But when we came into this truth, it's like Sirach chapter 2, man. What it says, my son, when thou comes to serve the Lord, you know, prepare thy soul for temptation, man. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Ooh, a brother grabbed that for
Yeah,
me.
and make not hasten in time of trouble, man. You know, because that go right along with the brother just said, man. You know, the Lord set fire and water, man. On either side, you know, if we walk too far on either side, man, you know, we gonna either drown or burn up, man. Spiritually.
Life and death is presented before you, man.
Exactly.
Hey, you don't know when your time is gonna be up. You don't know when you done leaned over to one side too much that the Lord just allowed it to take you. Like, yeah, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's all His grace. You know, and like the brother said, we warriors, we soldiers, so we gotta endure these things, man.
That's it.
And if I may too, Satan's right there to try to detour your route. You know, you ever see a sign, like a 2 sign, go this way,
Yeah.
kingdom this way. This dude, what he does is, he'll scrape the sky.
That's some cartoon
Yeah,
shit.
like scrape the side and then
Fork in the road.
switch it. You think it's the good path this way the whole time. You know.
Hey, if I may, right quick, you know, have you noticed when you go into these cities, you can attest to this, and they have those confusing ass roundabouts.
Yeah, the roundabouts,
You know,
right.
they starting to make those everywhere now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Which really, it wasn't nothing wrong with just the straight line. You know, the X and Y. Yeah,
Intersection, yeah.
yeah, but they want to be all confused. You know, that's Esau Edom. You're right. You know,
He
that's
right
true.
there scraping the sign down.
Yeah.
Put up a new sign. You looking at the sign like,
Yeah,
this ain't
yeah.
the original text in it.
Right.
And you sweep a little like, oh, this the path. You know what I'm
He
saying?
erased Yahweh. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's funny.
Wiley Coyote ass.
Yeah. I got a precept. Let's get the analogy that the brother's going into. This is 2nd Ezra 7:1. This is the analogy pretty much of the straight gate. It says, and when I heard, I said, when I had made an end of speaking these things, there was sent unto me an angel, which had been sent unto me the night before, and he said unto me, up, Ezra. I'm gonna jump down. Yeah, I'm gonna just jump down. It says, I'm sorry, 3. It says, and I said, speak on my power. He said unto me, the sea is set in a wide place, that is might to be deep and great. But put the case, the entrance thereof was narrow and like a river. Who could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it? If he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad?
That's beautiful, man. Because when I be on the beach sometimes, you know, I be watching the little boats go through the little straits. You see what I'm saying? When they go through the straits, they gotta go real slow. Why? Because they fearing other boats coming in. You know, other people. You know, fishing or whatever it may be. So there's a lot of things that can happen. You know, within that. You know, going through the strait. And then once they enter into, you know, the wide. You know, they pretty much, you know, can do whatever they want to do. They can smooth sailing. That's it.
Good
Man.
example is that the Suez Canal, you know.
Yeah.
You gotta go through multiple levels of that tight,
Yeah.
straight
That's it.
body of water.
Very
But
narrow.
as soon as they get out of that, it's huge, you know.
And that water be usually choppy. You
Yeah.
see them guys on the rafts, they be in the waters and shit. You like, damn.
You gotta be privy of the stones that lay beneath that damage the boat, damage the vessel.
That's it, bro.
So it's a dangerous route.
Because it's concentrated.
And you have to go through it.
Yeah.
You have to go through it to get to the
Oh,
car.
but you got guys like, man, I think we can take this route, you know,
Yeah.
take this route, carry the boat,
Right,
you know,
yeah.
over the land.
Exactly.
No, man.
It's only one way, man.
It's only one way. It says,
But we were back hopping on your point. Before we found Yahweh Shem Shop, man, we was, you know, trying to find shortcuts to get to the wide. You know, trying to go get the other wide from go other routes to get to the wide. Being successful, getting our constellation on this side. You know,
going to
I'm gonna
college
be
and
rich.
shit.
I'm gonna be rich one day. You know, I'm gonna be rich one day. Cause that's all Jake dream about. That's all Jake dream about, bro. Success,
Comfort.
comfortability, consolation.
But there's nothing wrong with thinking about that. Of course, any man want to dominate and rule. There's an old Nas song, if I rule the world. That's a righteous song, because you be thinking like, damn, if I rule the world,
Yeah.
you know, I'll be doing this and that.
Yeah.
But hey, it's a process to get to that.
That's it.
And you have to go through the straight gate. You have to enter to the sheepfold. You have to follow Yahweh Shai at the end of the day.
That's right.
You know, verse 5: Who then could go into the sea to look upon it, to rule it? If he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad? There's also another thing: a city is built and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall.
Right, because the pathway is a secret. It's only to the chosen. It's only to the elect. So yeah, when you looking at it with your plain eyes, you're not gonna want to go take that path. I'm like, nah, I don't want to go down that way. But if you take that path, here go all these riches. You know what I'm saying? For the drama, the perils that you had to go through, man. All the pain you had to suffer.
That's it.
So yeah, don't nobody want to take this path with serving the Lord because they like it's not profitable to them right now.
Exactly.
Because why? At the entrance of it's dark. Like you go through a heavy wooded area. You know, Like when you go to trails, you think them trails just came out? I know it took years of people walking through them
Oh, yeah.
to make that path easy. But I'm pretty sure that first guy that went through that trail, he had to chop them damn trees down.
Days in the
You know what I'm
way.
saying? Months away, you know, and that's like Yahweh Shah. He was the trail blazer, like I was saying, man.
So what's the example? Oh, I gotta lose my wife.
Yeah.
Or I gotta lose my kids. Or I might lose my job. That's the dangerous path that people don't want to travel.
Yeah.
Because they got to give up so much. They're like, what am I getting in return? And the Lord like, look, I'm going to give it to you in due season.
That's it, big bro.
You're going to have to deal with this right now. And you're like, but I got to lose all this?
Yeah.
That's why the young rich ruler didn't want to give it up. He was like, I'm rich as hell.
Yeah.
You know, I got everything. And the Lord was like,
Yeah.
you believe though, right? He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I believe. He was like, give it all up.
Give it up.
And he was like, what?
Yeah, it's easy to keep the law when you got money, man.
Yeah.
And it's hard to keep. It's hard to have faith when you ain't got when you without.
That's the point of faith.
It's the faith, man. Everybody can take the path. who gonna have the faith to last to the end, to get to the broad?
Yeah, because the faith is, knowing that the Lord will return that,
Right.
with 100-fold, man.
That's it.
You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the Lord, got the power to, make you rich.
Yeah,
Right. Just like He got the power to make you poor.
In an instant.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah,
You see what I'm
yeah.
saying? But it's the faith that the Lord, just like the faith of Abraham, man. Where he became a friend of the Most High Power. Hey, Lock, you got something?
I got a definition, but you can say what you gotta say, bro.
No, I was gonna say like Abraham, he had to make that journey.
Done, exactly.
You know, and that was a long. He had a lot of people with him. Probably was
Mm-hmm.
hindering, holding him up at times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
was a hitman.
God.
I was a hitman.
Huh.
Well, I got the word sacrifice, because this one of the words that I thought y'all should have brought out. So I'm gonna get the third definition. It says an act of giving up something value for the sake of something else regarded as more important or worthy.
Ooh, which is your life. Your old self, man. You giving up what you thought, had value, man.
Yeah.
But when you came into this truth, you understood the true riches, man.
Right.
The true riches being, becoming a prince of the power, man. And in that process, it's the truth along the way, man, that's gonna, make you into that prince, man, to that king, man. Into that God, like the Lord is trying to make us, man. That's the true value, man. The words of Yahweh Shai, man. Bowing down to something greater than you, man, which is Yahweh Shai, man. And this word, man. Because, if we leaned on what we thought of ourselves, man, we'll be still out here trying to make this shit happen, man. But be lost in the motherfucker, man.
Empty.
Empty inside.
Empty inside. 'Cause it never fulfills.
God.
You got more to that, Aki?
Yeah, I got a little more of this. It says,
What verse is that?
verse 7. Matter of fact, no, verse 6. It says, there also another
Did you call
thing.
the scripture and stuff?
2nd Ezra 7-6. There's also another thing. A city is built and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow, is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as I'll read it again. Like as if there were a fire on the right hand, on the left hand, deep water.
Right.
And only one, it says only one, it says, and one only path between them both, even between fire and the water, so small that there could be but one man to go there at once. You ever seen them old videos the Shrek when he had
With the bridge, with the bridge.
The bridge, and he
Yeah.
was all shit.
That's what I thought.
And it's mighty though, because Donkey was scared, but it took
Shrek.
Shrek to give
Yeah,
him courage to
Shai,
keep
yeah.
pushing. You know,
That's
everything
it.
like I was shot, like keep going. Like, you
Yeah.
scared, like oh man, I'm gonna fall.
Hey, we gonna be a little, a little rattled in a sense, man, because it's the fear of not knowing, man. But the fear of the Most High Power, Yahweh Shai, is gonna override, your fear. You see what I'm saying, of not knowing, man. Why? Because He's gonna keep you, moving, man. Like Donkey was doing, man. He kept moving, man. Hey, because that's what Yahweh Shai does. He pushes us, and He pushes us before you know what the scriptures say, man. Our salvation is nearer than what we believe, man.
Yep.
Before you know it, man, He was on the other side of the bridge, man.
Hey,
You know?
Trey just kept talking to him.
I think I was about to say, damn near he had his eyes closed.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
walking
come on,
backwards.
come on.
So it said what? We walk by faith, not by sight.
Damn, that was.
That's mighty.
It's spiritual.
And I was talking to brother. Now I was talking to brother Yasharala earlier. We were talking about as we get closer and closer, the hardest, like when it comes to you fighting, the hardest rounds is the last rounds, the late rounds, because you exhausted, And this nigga, you know, Esau, he the dirty fighter.
Low
You know,
blow.
he low blowing hell, you know, holding you, headbutting your ass.
Yeah.
You tired, you gotta keep fighting.
Coming down with that great rap.
Yeah.
Precept. Psalm 91 and 10. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in thy ways. So the angels gonna minister to you, man. You know, and in past events, and the Lord will come to you in your thoughts. You know, like remember this, remember that. You know, when you read Romans, it says, remember aforetime, these things are written for our learning, man. Through prayer, patience, and faith, that we might have hope. And we gonna remember those things, man. And when we're shaken in mind, you know, and when the flesh tries to deter us from the path.
We'll be able to pull from that bank account, man, that spiritual bank
Yep.
account that we've been storing up. And we forgot that we did those things, man. We forgot that we put that money in the bank spiritually. You know what I'm saying?
But the Lord did.
But the Lord didn't, man.
Yeah.
And that's the point, man. Now that He gonna give it to you in portion as needed until you get in, you know, until He come deliver us, man.
And it's gonna be more than what you put in. Because it's appreciating your value. Hey, the Lord it's in the spiritual trade market. Whatever you did, hey, it was a warning to someone else. Now you did it to serve the Lord, but you might have helped somebody else along the way. And the Lord like, okay, you just did that, and that. He don't even know he did that.
That's it.
I'm finna, yeah.
Yeah. Let me get him. Yeah. That's exactly what happens when you put your money in a trust. That's funny, trust. You know,
Compound interest.
yeah, you know, you gain interest, man. You know, you gain interest on that shit, man. Before you know it, you looking at your bank account, you like, damn, I got all this in here. You know,
Right.
but you benefiting based off what you put in the past. You got to be good.
No,
I got a pre. You got a pre?
You was done.
yeah, that was
Nah, you got it, bro.
This is Matthew 7 and 13. Enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. And because that broad gate, the entrance of it looks good. You're like, okay, this is, yeah, you know, the path, it seems at first good, but you're not knowing you're being led to your death, to the slaughter, man. Whereas the opposite end, the straight gate seems difficult at first, but as you get closer and closer to your death, it starts to become more and more better. Like, you know, you have like lost in the desert somewhere, you're walking, and out of nowhere you're getting closer and closer, and you start to smell water.
Yeah.
You're like, man, you smell
Sounds
that?
like water,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're like, oh man, the water is there, you know. And when you smell that water, it gives you motivation to keep moving forward and forward. You're like, okay,
Right.
water's near. You know, when you thirsty, you can smell any goddamn. When you hungry and thirsty, your senses heighten like a motherfucker, you know.
This is height.
Yeah.
So you smelling the water, you can
You
taste
can
the
feel
water.
it in the air.
Yeah, you like, oh man, we getting closer and closer. Keep pushing.
Right.
That motivates you to keep going. You know, whereas the opposite, they got the water. You know, the opposite is looking for us at a point, but they don't even know that shit will lead to death, man.
Right.
That's it.
You know. It says verse 14. It says, because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it.
Yep. Few that be that fighting, man. All right, so it's only one truth. There's only one way to righteousness, but there's many ways to destruction, man. Few that be that fighting, man. So we're fighting to be a part of that few. You know, that few, that small number.
That's it.
That's
it.
what.
You know,
Oh, you got it.
I got more. You got I got free stuff.
he's still going down and saying
You still want to say that?
That's still more than that.
Back in second address.
All the way down to like 20 or something.
Yeah, back in second address. And it's crazy because when you first read this chapter, I'm like, now you're like, damn, I ain't look, you know, you like, you got this understanding.
I always
like,
think
man.
about it. I always think of 300. Before Leonidas could get the kingdom, he had to go through the trials, man. You know, he had to fight. It was like, it's been 30 years since the wolf in the bitter cold. Hey, that was mighty, man. Because they wouldn't respect him as a leader if he didn't go through the trials.
Yeah,
When he came back to that fur, and they laid down their shields, man. It's like, all right, I respect him now.
Back in second address 7 and 9. Did I read 8? Yeah, 9. It says, if this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he should never pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? So if you never went through the dangers or the pain, because everything, pain is gain. There's an old saying that movie, pain is gain. You have to personal walk, it's only temporal.
That's it.
We just gotta keep fighting through it. Even when you make mistakes, man. Because Satan, what he does is, he'll trip your ass and then you fall, and he wants you to stay down.
Yeah.
And what he'll do is he'll throw you like, man, you gotta give up. You ain't a man of the Lord. Look
Precept.
at you feel to that shit again,
Get you out the way.
Get you out the way, which because he plays on your. That's why I open up with the fight the good fight of faith. He plays. His whole job is to cast doubt into your mind.
Right.
Because when he got doubt, when doubt seeks in, he wins.
I got something for you right quick. This is Sirach. I'm gonna start at 13 or 14. Oh yeah, come. This is Sirach chapter 14 and 1, and it reads, "Blessed is the man that has not slipped with his mouth, and is not pricked with the multitude of sins. Blessed is he whose conscience hath not condemned him, and who is not fallen from his hope in the Lord."
So you don't want to be pricked with your sins, man. Not to say you ain't gonna. We sin constantly. Not to say you're not gonna make mistakes, but you can't allow that to hinder you moving forward. You still gotta have faith, man. Because we know Scripture say, we know Lord is just to forgive. You know.
Hey, cause being in this thing of war, man, you're gonna get bumps and bruises. You're gonna get scraped up. You're not finna just go into a war and come out unscathed. Hey, in that war, man, you're gonna make plenty of, like the brother said, you're gonna make plenty of mistakes. So now, hey, if you got the opportunity to live that next day from that mistake, you know better what not to do. Going on through the next days, man.
That's it, yeah.
Battle scars.
Battle
Yeah, you got to see on this too. Guys come home from war. But even in ancient days, man, they come home with them battle scars.
Yeah.
Then if people look, your kids or something, man, where'd you get this scar from? I'm like,
They actually think it's attractive.
Yeah, like-
Women think it's attractive.
Yeah.
Cause you got a story.
That's it, yeah.
Battle
That's how it
scars.
is, man. You fighting boxers do that a lot. Boxers and MMA fighters, man. They got to fight with a messed up knuckle or broken finger. I know I had to fight with broken fingers before. And I had to continue because it was either gonna be, him killing, or whatever it is, unaliving, Hey, so at the end of the day, we gotta learn how to fight injured, man.
That's right.
Fighting injured, man, it builds integrity as well too, man. Builds up, a fortitude, man. Not to give up. Tenacity.
I'm gonna say he said fortitude. That was the word I was thinking of.
Yeah, bro.
Back in 2 Ezra 7:10, and I said, "It is so, Lord." Then said he unto me, "Even so also is Israel's portion. Because for their sakes I made the world, and when Adam transgressed my statutes, then a decree that now is done."
Precept.
So now we gotta fight, man, to get to the kingdom. At first, the kingdom was wide from birth. We had to work to eat or work to take care of anything, man. But now we gotta fight. Now it's done. And the Lord had to fight, man. He wasn't exempt. He had to fight too.
And if I may, it's all the will of the Lord, because He made it this way.
He
It
made
said
it.
that the creature was made subject to vanity.
Right.
So he basically everything that we went through was ordained by the Lord for it to happen, because according to His movie, He wanted it to play out like this. He's a man of war. And it's only right. He wanted His sons to be, the main character to go through the tribulations He put before us.
He knew what we needed.
Yeah.
He knew the things that we needed in order for us to become, perfected, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that took, us knowing, righteousness and wickedness, man. Good and evil, man. I got a precept.
Hey, if I may, it's a spirit. It's an act in Judges. The Lord, He let the heathens be amongst us as a
That's it.
thorn.
Yeah.
But I forget how it goes. And the scripture said pretty much he said, because we had that one generation with Joshua, they all
Yeah.
died.
Yeah.
So they knew warfare, but the generation came after didn't know warfare.
That's it, yeah.
So the Lord, he left those nations in there to force Israel to learn war.
That's
Yeah.
a commentary.
Yeah, the commentary, we read the commentary, and I'm like, damn, that's crazy. So that thorn in our side, or whatever we dealing with, is there so you can overcome it, so you can fight. Cause it's like your father, your son a punk. Like, stop being a punk, nigga. You want your son to be, strong, man. You don't want no weak ass son.
That's it.
So how much more the Heavenly Father, man? He don't want no weak ass men, man.
That's it, yeah.
You know?
Got a precept. This is Isaiah 26:1. The heading says, "Song of trust in the Most High's power is protection." It says, in that day shall this song be sung in the land of Yehoiada or Judah. It says, we have a strong city. Salvation will the Most High appoint for walls and bulwarks. It says, open ye the gates, that the righteous nation which keepeth the truth may enter in. Like what the brother just brought out, man. Hey, the Lord, you know, Israel is the Lord's portion, man. You know, and so that righteous nation is Israel, Yahshua Allah, man. You know, and spearheading, you know, with Yahweh Shai, man, is going to be the, you know, head of state. You know, when we enter into that wide, man, which is the kingdom of heaven, man. All right. Hey, we're going to be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai, man. We believe that, man, through faith, man. You know,
A victory ceremony, man. You know,
That's
say,
it.
like, you know, when the guys won the war, they're like, we won the war. And then what you do, you celebrate. You drink, you get your women. You know, you're like, man, we got, you know, your woman, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, when in the ancient world, when they got back from war, they had palm trees.
That's it.
And that was to symbolize victory. You know,
That's-
that's why scripture says palms in their hand.
Yeah.
That's it.
Symbolize victory.
That's it.
I got it. You got some.
These are they that stood off the immortal
That was
and put off the mortal, put on the immortal.
That's it. Yep.
Where Yahweh Shai was crowning him,
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
crowning his men.
I got that for you, bro.
This is second Esdras 2:42. I, Esdras, saw upon Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest. And upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel, Sir, what are these? He answered me and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing, and have put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Lord. Now are they crowned and receive palms.
Now they're crowned and received palms, man. Rewards, victory. You've overcome. Now you shall receive the inheritance, man, because you overcame.
They got that saying, you stood the test of time.
You withstood the test of time.
And that-
when something is new,
Yeah.
you don't know how reliable it is. It ain't withstood the test of time yet.
And that's how you know too that test is going to be worldwide, because the great deliverance is essentially going to be in America, but however the elect is going to be gathered from four corners of the earth.
That's it.
That's why I said a great number which he could not, or
Number.
which he could not number, something like that.
Yeah. Why? Because Israel is as the sands of the sea, man. You know, that's why he couldn't number it, man. It was a lot of us, man. You know, at the end of the day, which put me in the illustration, man. What you just brought out was, you know, when you know the old, you know, ancient games and shit like that. You know, when they used to win, you know, they would put a wreath, you know, over a person's head. You know, and that wreath symbolizes, you know, whatever place they came in, first place, second place, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much the crowns, man, that the Lord is going to put on our hand, man.
Appreciate
But the point is, you got to finish the race, man.
Finish the race.
That's the whole point, man. You got to finish the race to be able to obtain that crown, man. You know? Go ahead, Pico.
Con, this is the back of what the brother Quibby said. This is Revelations 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
That's right.
Yes,
Keep
Lord.
keep the words. When you work that word, keep means protect, or set a hedge about to guard, man. You know, so we hold this word dear, and we don't compromise it. We don't compromise for nothing, man. You know, no matter what faces us. Oh, we're gonna kill your kids, man. We're gonna do this, that, and the third.
Right.
You know, go ahead, let it be done, man.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's easier said than done, you know, but we pray to the Lord, you know, that the Lord continue to give us this faith, man. You know, build us up to where we can be able to go through that, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like you say, man, it's easier to say when the shit ain't right there in your face, man.
That's it.
But we got faith, man, that the Lord is going to take us through that.
Yeah.
You know? You got to be
We gotta have faith in that scripture.
Exactly.
We gotta have faith in that
Exactly.
scripture, man. We gotta know that scripture is real.
It says, we said, kept the word of my patience. That word patience goes to suffering.
Suffering.
Yeah.
Suffering, man. Going through the straight, man. Because that suffering is what is necessary to build resilience.
That's it,
Right.
yeah.
So when that test comes, you like, I've been suffering for so long,
Yeah.
abstaining from the flesh, abstaining from this at times, you know. And it's gonna be beneficial in the times to come. Whereas these people, they didn't suffer.
Yeah.
like these people
They
that
happy.
constantly eat all damn day.
Yeah.
You know, hey, when that food snatched from them, one day being hungry or shit, a couple hours, hey, they gonna fold.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's part of putting off the mortal, man. Putting off the mortal is sacrificing what you want to do for what you have to do spiritually. I know I want to do this, but I'm gonna do something spiritual instead. Putting off the mortal, so as a reward for that, the Lord will keep us from the hour of temptation and give us immortal bodies.
That's it.
You know?
And that's the thing. The elect, whatever comes their way, they're not going to get rattled, because the Spirit of the Lord is going to be upon them to carry out whatever the Lord had basically set out for us to accomplish. That's what's going to happen. You know, because it's already preordained. It's predestined that they were going to get the victory anyway. You know?
Like Yahweh shot. You know, the angels came and come to comfort him after he prayed, you know, to the Lord, you know, Yahweh, to take this cup from him, man. You know, and after he didn't answer, man, he understood, he understood his mission, man. And he had to complete it. And he couldn't get out of that situation even if he wanted to, man.
I mean, he could have. He didn't have to take it up. He could have fought. But he tells Caesar, I give you my life.
Right.
He taking my life.
I laid
lay
down.
it down willingly.
Yeah.
Right. Which goes to show the discipline that the brothers was going into, man. Because that's something that's out of this world. And what we're doing is out of this world.
Yeah.
We coming out here warning the people of the things in the scriptures way before they're happening. And a lot of people is looking at us like we're crazy. Like we out of our minds. Like they don't, but here it is. Everything that the apostles and their elders and all downward been speaking of is coming to fruition, man. Now we're in the times where these prophecies is rolling out. And everything that the men of the Lord, it's not so much of a conspiracy theory no more. It's the truth. What? But according to the Holy Spirit.
And we don't, at the same time, we don't know our fate.
Yeah.
The Lord knew his fate. He knew how he was going to go out. Imagine every day you wake up knowing you're getting closer and closer to that crucifixion day, man.
Right.
And that's all we do. We prepare ourselves like-minded. We think about losing our families. We think about getting beheaded. We think about our families getting chopped up in front of us. These are things that we have to become acquainted to, man. Because you don't want to not be ready when that day comes and that's happening and you freaking the fuck out.
Right.
You want to be able to be in a sound mind and damn, the Lord said this might happen.
Right.
All to obtain the glory of the kingdom of heaven.
Hey, the illustration I can think of on the movie 300. Remember when his son went out to war with him?
Come.
You know what I'm saying? And he freaked out once he seen his son, get pretty much mangled, man.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? And he couldn't really fathom that, man. And but what the brother always say, and he probably say it better than what I can, in the war, in the battle, you know what I'm saying? Hey, to have poise, you know what I'm trying to say, to have poise. Go ahead, say it. Big
To
bro.
be
You say it better.
composed in the midst of chaos. That's
That's
a
it.
strong individual.
Yeah.
Man, like Esau war, you get bullets fly. Cause there's a difference when like you see Keisha, right? Not to get sidetracked. And then now they own their guns now. And I'll talk to one bro, like it's easy to shoot at a target, ain't shooting back at you.
Right, exactly.
Them bullets sizzling over your motherfucking head. That's a different. Like, oh, she hear that motherfucker sizzle on your skull. You like, oh shit. But what separate men from boys in that moment? You guiding your troops in the midst of bullets and rockets, and that's a special man. Right. And that's why warfare is not meant for women, man. That's why the Lord didn't give women this battle to fight. Right. He gave this to his men, man.
Right.
I got a pre for you right quick. Hold that for me right quick. Outside. You let you get this right after this. This is 2nd Ezra 14:14. It says, "Let go from thee mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of men. Put off now the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times." So what is the Lord saying, man? Hey, if you know that reincarnation is a thing, if you know that this body can pass away, but your spirit can return, then you don't have a fear of death.
Yep.
Death is a mortal thought. When you can pass away in this flesh, that's a mortal thought because people are afraid of what's going to happen afterwards. But if you know what the said you're gonna come back into the earth, or you might come back into your glory,
Mm-hmm.
then you're not afraid. Especially if you know you've been trying to do the right things as you was walking this earth. You know?
Hey, if I may, there's a movie called Robin Hood with Jamie Foxx.
That's my shit, bro.
So the cardinal came. He says, "Fear is the greatest weapon in the Lord's arsenal." That's why the Catholic Church created the Hell Doctrine. I'm like, that nigga a demon, bro.
They put you right in the movie, bro.
And they really got people believing it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They swayed the minds of the masses.
But who be afraid to pass away the most?
They
The
have-
wicked. The wicked be afraid to pass away the most. You know why? Because even though they don't know for a certainty that there's a Most High, they can feel it. Some men are telling them like there's something after this.
Yeah.
And they know that they wasn't living their life correctly. And then they're afraid. And they're afraid because they know they've been wicked all the days of their life on this earth. And they finna face that judgment.
Right.
See, that's why, hey, it's cast away the mortal thoughts. Hey, everything that you can lose here, cast it away. It doesn't matter, because guess what? It's gonna be lost anyways. All the works of men all the works of the hands of men is gonna perish eventually. So there's nothing on this earth that you can, like, relish or hold on to as if it's just yours.
Right.
And we want to have that fulfillment into the kingdom of heaven, man. Until the Lord put us in them new bodies. What the hoes say, new me, new body. The
New
Lord put
year.
us in them new bodies, all right? And now here it is, we won't pass away.
Right.
Death, oh, where's thy sting? You got it, bro.
Precept, if I may, real quick, emergency, back him up. It's the 2nd Ezra 16 and 40.
Right, right.
O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. And if I may, I got the word pilgrim. It says a person traveling to a holy place or seeking some miracle or spiritual benefit.
Kingdom.
Yeah, the kingdom. And that's the, like the brother had mentioned, holding back on that fact, everything here is temporal. So you might as well have the mindset to detach from everything here.
Don't love nothing. Yeah, love it, but don't get a. What did he say in Heat? He said, "Man, I was taught that if it's anything in 30 seconds, I can't drop it."
Yeah.
When the heat come around the corner,
Yeah.
hey, I quoted that completely after wrong. But the
Don't
point
love
is,
nothing more. What you
He got the gist. Got the gist.
Never get too attached to nothing that you can't drop in an instant when you see the heat coming around the corner.
and what did he say? What did he say to Robert? He said, what? So you just gonna be chasing me around everywhere? He was like, so what? You a saint? What, you a monk? He's like, no, I got a woman. I love her. You know what I'm saying? But he was just letting them know, like, hey, this is what's gonna happen though.
Hey, what happened in the end? You saw him, you saw the heat, and he was about face. And she was like, what the fuck? And he left that bitch. Right there, man.
In the
Right
car.
there, left or right, in the car.
In the
Think
car.
about Al Pacino. He had a wife. He wasn't trying to lose his wife though. He wasn't trying to lose his family.
Yeah.
But see,
They
but
gonna
that's
write something.
that's the most. Hey,
He lost
you
the
are
food.
most dangerous when you have nothing to lose.
Right.
You are most dangerous when your enemy can't hold a knife at the throat of something that you love so much that you will sacrifice yourself for. Now amongst the Akim, we gonna sacrifice ourselves because why? These are men of the Lord. We are one body, man. We are one mind. We all of that for one another. Because hey, if this brother passed for me, hey, the Lord got something in the heavens waiting for him with his name on it, and it's a big shiny crown.
Right.
Saying you did it, son. Well done. If I pass for any of you brothers, it's the same as if I did it for your Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
I put my life on the line, and guess what? We're going to receive the reward, but not for anything that's carnally yours. It's not even yours. Hey, in the kingdom of heaven, that's when it's going to be yours.
This is Matthew 19, starting at verse 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon the 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
And the regeneration, man. And this is the regeneration right now, man. the Lord's coming back soon. So this is going to happen, man. Everything that we were forsaken, man, He's going to give it back tenfold. Hundredfold, man.
Hey, bro, it's gonna be a point to where it's like, cause the elect gonna be looking like, damn, this all bad. Cause the scripture says what the gates is gonna continue to
Be open.
Day and night.
Hey, man, it's going to be, what do you call it? Unmeasurable wealth. It's going to be so much you can't even measure it on a scale. He said you're going to be counting for eternity. You're going to be counting forever.
And the riches we gonna get on that side is gonna have rest with it.
Yeah.
See, Jake getting riches on this side, it comes with all, like old Biggie sold, more money, no problem.
Yeah,
You got
that's it.
fake motherfuckers around you. You got women trying to purposely get her credit so she can put you on child support.
Can't chill when you want
Can't
to.
chill. Esau, motherfucker, you miss one. Esau, tax evasion. You know, the riches on this side comes with hella problems.
Yeah.
You know, that's why you
People
see.
wanted to kill you.
Yeah, people want to kill you.
Then, if you consistently chasing riches, man. Most times people that have money are lonely, man, because they hang out with other people and they want what you got. They always constantly have to hand out, always asking for a loan or a handout. You know, so they tend to be alone most of the time. So it's a lonely life.
You can't trust them.
You can't trust nobody.
And it's
not even their own kids.
it's always a contest of who could look better.
And it's always a contest of
Yeah,
pissing contest.
Yep.
You know?
You see that shit.
It's just vain.
It's a
vain
lonely
as hell.
life.
It's just vain as fuck, man.
Hey, but we chase it, and that's going into 1 Corinthians, the 9th chapter. You know, they ain't do it for a corruptible crown, but we do it for what? The incorruptible crown, man.
Right.
See, we run in a different type of race. Yeah, we might lose it all on this side, but this not the only life we're going to have, man.
Right.
Hey, the life that the Lord got in the heaven is stored up is way better than this. Hey, it's going to be further than your wildest dreams, man.
Right.
Man, you got to keep in mind. You got to keep that in mind.
That's right.
You know, especially when you're going through hell, because the scripture says, well, though chasteness seem grief for a moment. No?
That's right.
Surah 31:1.
Yeah, I got 2 more verses. It says, and everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive it 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first.
That's it. Yeah. And we consider last in this kingdom, man. That's
right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, but the Lord promised us first way ticket, first class ticket to the kingdom, man. One way ticket to the kingdom. Only one way, man.
Precept.
Yeah.
That's the spirit. Psalm 16:11.
No sticks.
Thou wilt show me the path of life. In thy presence is fullness of joy. At thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore.
Good.
Man,
There's gonna be a pleasure, always, everlasting. I was thinking, like back in school, in elementary school, you had like a time out of the year, like towards the end of the year, and you're about to go over to like the 2nd grade or whatever. They call it field day. Yeah, so think it's gonna be a field day forever. Because throughout all that week, you're looking like, as a kid, you want the field day to come around Friday, because you're not in class at all. You start off, you playing games. Throughout that whole day, you're on the
All
field
day.
playing with your friends and you
good
know.
food. 'Cause,
Yeah,
you know,
you exactly. You got to cook out and
Yeah,
shit.
because you know you ain't got to eat that nasty ass school. Your mom bring you. Yeah.
Barbecuing outside.
That shit was lit.
Hey, that shit was lit. And the kingdom, man, it's going to be like that for eternity. But the righteousness of the Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to be our joy, man. Everybody going to love righteousness. Everybody's going to love righteousness. Just like on this side, everybody love wickedness. The word of the Lord is going to be highly esteemed in the kingdom, man. You know?
Funny.
That was into that.
I got a precept. A 2nd Ezra 7, the same. I'm gonna jump down. This is 57. Then answered he me and said, "This is the condition of the battle which man that is born upon the earth shall fight."
That's 2nd Ezra 7?
Yeah. It says that if he be overcome, he should suffer as he shall suffer as thou hast said. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the things that I say. So if he get the victory, he'll receive the things that he say. But if he be overcome by what? This world, this flesh,
Yep.
you know, he gonna lose.
Yep.
You know, so you gotta fight, man. And it's easy, like the brother says, easier
Appreciate
said than done, man. Every day it's a different battle, a different challenge. You know, and the Lord like it. I was talking to the brothers. You know, most men, Jake don't adopt a good change, and Jake don't like change.
Yeah.
You know, Jake, it's hard for sometimes Jake don't, you know, because part of war you gotta know how to adapt too.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
And sometimes, you know, you maybe not too good at adapting, man.
Yeah. Monotony sets in.
Yeah.
You know, regiment sets in to where you on the roll. You know, you don't want to get that up, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you in order. You know,
Yeah.
it take discipline. You know, but you know it take the spirit to know when to audible. You know, out of that, man. You know what I'm saying? We got an
Right.
audible. You know, once we see, the defense with Satan, you know, coming down on us, man. We gotta learn how to adjust. You know.
You gotta be like Peyton Manning on the line, man.
Right, exactly.
You know, he kept calling audibles. He be
Yeah, but you know, before he called an audible, you know, up in the tower, they seeing it first.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They talk the offensive coordinator is seeing it like, okay, look, they catching on. You know what I mean? And those the angels, man.
That's
We always shine, man.
God.
You know, and that's what we gotta rely on, man, and trust in that. It's like,
We good.
You gotta what you gotta see? You gotta adjust. And the teams that lose is the one that can't adjust.
that's it.
Because like I
That's
said
it.
earlier, man, when you nothing goes as planned always.
That's it. Yeah.
You can plan A, B, and C, but A, B, and C may not work. Then what?
That's it.
You gonna sit there like, well, we can't. No, you gotta still go.
That's right.
You gotta figure some shit on the fly. And that's what separate the men from the boys.
Yep.
In a sense, man. You know.
Read the scripture one more time. Mark.
Second Esdras,
I love that.
7. You know. Second Esdras 7-57. And it says, and he answered me. It said, then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle which men that is born.
Go up a verse.
So we go up.
Yeah. Just one verse.
One verse, it says, verse 56, for while we live and committed iniquity, we consider not that we should begin to suffer for it after death.
Hey, that's why
Damn.
we're suffering, man. And it's the Lord is so multifold. All right, we're suffering for more than one reason, man. But that's just one of the reasons that we're suffering. So we're suffering because we committed iniquities in our past life. We committed iniquities in this life. All right. Shalom, Mark.
Shalom, shalom.
You know, all these iniquities that we committed, you know, we suffer for that. But also, like how the brother said, we're suffering because we can get we can grow spiritually. We can grow in the spirit, man. And so you're supposed to endure the suffering. No suffering is joyous for the present time, you know, but it yields the peace of the fruits, man. So it's for your growth. And if you an Israelite don't want to grow, man, and you ain't trying to be in the truth, you ain't trying to get delivered.
That's it.
Because you got to consistently be in a state of trying to grow and be better the next day, you know, and stronger. Like a muscle, you have to consistently put that muscle under tension in order for it to grow.
Stress.
If I may, just like what you said before in the past, you can't be still water, you know?
Can't be still water, man. You gotta be rushing water, man.
Hey, you suffer throughout the week, you know, and then when Friday get here, man, that check come, you know, those which is Christmas fruits, you know. Hey, you'll love it then. You see what I'm saying? Try to catch that check, go get a drink.
Yeah, that's a good feeling.
You know what I'm saying?
You want to cash in?
Hell yeah, you know, and that's what we trying to do, cash in, man,
That's it.
when necessary, man. The Lord, see football, go ahead. Now you gotta go.
I was gonna say like cold showers.
Uncomfortable.
You be like,
Yeah.
you like, fuck it. You like, the shots. And then but after once you settle in, because you're breathing, you gotta try to you gotta breathe. And once you breathe, like,
Yeah, that's it is.
yeah, then once you breathe, you start to relax. And then before you know it, it's not as bad. Then you get out, you feel so much better. You feel
Yeah.
rejuvenated.
Yeah.
You know, you feel
Calm.
feeling heightened.
You awoke.
Yeah.
Shit,
And that's the hardest thing to do, especially first thing in the morning. You got a warm, toasty bed.
Man.
Oh, bro.
Or you with your lady or some shit, y'all snuggled up or some shit. You get out that bed, like,
I been seeing motherfuckers take ice baths. I'm like, man, this motherfucker
That
is a whole
shit's
nother
so
level.
different, man.
Yeah.
This motherfucker is Super Saiyan level.
Yeah. Or you on your way, you know, to your destination and you getting drove. You tell your girl, whoever drive you, man, drop me off. I'm finna run the rest of the way. You know, that's a mentality that, you know, you gotta have, man. It's uncomfortable as hell.
Yeah.
But, you know, really we have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Comfortable being
You
uncomfortable.
know what I'm saying?
That's a warrior mentality.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, hungry, you cold, you still gotta fight. You still gotta push. And that's one of the worst feelings. You hungry and you cold.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's why it's good to practice fasting. You know, the Spirit been on the Apostle Goodbye telling them, you know, do cold showers.
Yeah.
You know, because hey, imagine fasting, and you hungry and you take a cold. That's, you know, but it builds up the resolve.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You know?
That's it.
It says, verse 56, for while we live and committed iniquity,
Could you read that again? The first.
Second Ezra 7 and 56.
Yeah, that-
For while we live and committed iniquity, we consider not that we should begin to suffer for after death. Then answered he me, and said, this is the condition of the battle which men that is born upon the earth shall fight.
And that's counting up because understanding the conditions of the battle, man.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what the 2/3, you know, is not doing, man. Why? Now they gonna know after death by pain, and then now, you know, and that's the difference, man. We understand it now. When the Lord woke us up, now we understand why He woke us up, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, bet, man. You know, now it'll make us more, you know, willingly to, you know, to give our life up, man. You know?
And he also says, you know, when the Lord wake you up, you look back like, damn, he was preparing me the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
You look at everything that happened within your past.
Yep, yep.
Like, yeah, he's preparing me,
That's it.
you know, for this.
That's
for
it.
This, you know, for this truth, you know, not
That's
even
it.
knowing. And then till you came to the truth, like, damn. But what it is, it gives you clarity on why you went through all the things
Exactly.
before.
Yep.
And it makes sense, like, that's why I went through that. That's
That's
why
it.
this happened. That's why this bitch left me. That's why, you know, the Lord's
Facts.
preparing you know, for the days to come. Man.
Yeah, because looking back hindsight, you know, you can see it clear then.
Yeah.
You know, but while you in the troubles,
You in the mud.
you know, yeah, you know, it's grievous as hell. You like, damn, how the hell I'm going through this, man? Then you overcome it, and then looking back hindsight, you like, oh, and you see that be the Lord, you know, with you all the way, man. You know, so looking back hindsight is a good thing, man, to know what to overcome, just in case you know go through it again, or just in case you see a brother going through it, man, to help a brother, man. You gotta be wrong.
Isaiah 48, verse 9. It says, For my name's sake will I defer mine anger, and for my praise I will refrain for thee,
Damn.
that I cut thee not off. Behold, I have refined thee,
Damn.
but not with silver.
That's beautiful.
I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction.
If
So,
I may,
I was gonna say, the Lord,
Go ahead.
the Lord had us go through the furnace of affliction because we sinned.
Yeah.
But he said, you know, just because we are the elect, I'm gonna refrain from my anger and have you grow in the next life, man.
That's beautiful.
Right?
Now I was just gonna say because he said, for his name's sake.
For his name's sake will I do it.
Mm-hmm.
So you may get the glory. So when you overcome, the Lord get the glory.
Yeah.
Because here you are, you went through all that because for the Lord, you went through that because you know want to serve the Lord. You want and also you want the kingdom.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
sir.
So when you overcome, you literally, hey, you know, when people see you where you came from your past, we're like living testimonies. But you know, the 2/3 they so blinded by the hatred and evil that they can't even see the miracle within, that's in front of them.
Absolutely.
That's it, bro.
And the elect always wanted to be righteous, man. All throughout time, the elect always wanted to serve the Lord. You know, but they were hindered. You know, time and time again they were hindered. But now, like, our eyes shall see our teachers, man. You know, and this is happening. But it says, I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction, for mine own sake. Even for my own sake will I do it. For how should my name be polluted? And I will not give my glory to another. He said, how will my name be polluted? Like, you know this man. You trust this man. All right? You know, you can try this like he did, like how the Lord did with Job. He sent Satan on Job, like, try this man. Hey, he's one of my elect. He got me. I know he do.
Yep.
You know, Satan was like, we're going to see. And what happened? He had him.
Yep.
And for his own sake did he do it. He's like, I will not give my glory unto another. This man got my glory. You know, so we want to be of the elect. We want to be of the chosen. You know?
I got quick. Romans 12:1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High.
That's
You
it.
know, so it's a sacrifice. Every day is a sacrifice, man.
That's it.
You know, every day you have to afflict the flesh. I think I'm talking to the brothers. Right? We talking the demon slayer.
Yeah.
Remember this season when they the demon possessed the train?
Yeah.
And she put him in a trance, like they would sleep. They didn't even know they sleeping. And he's like, you need to wake up.
Yeah.
It's his own son, like, wake up.
Yeah.
And his dad told him, you must cut. His father visited him in a dream, like, you must cut what it's supposed to be.
Dang.
So he's like, what you mean? He figured it out. He had to cut himself in order to wake up to keep fighting the demon.
Then they're killing themselves.
And what she do, every time she tried to knock him to sleep, and he'd be in a dream, cut himself, wake up, and then he get closer and closer to killing the demon. I'm like,
Hey, the master was fighting him in his sleep.
yeah,
He's like, his he has a, what did he say? His fighting spirit is fierce.
yeah.
Bro, he
That's
was fighting in
mighty.
his sleep, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, but the master had honed his senses to a razor's edge.
Yeah.
He honed his senses to, what did he say? He trained to the brink of death.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's shit.
So he's pretty much like killing himself in a sense in his sleep just to
Yeah.
wake up
Yeah.
to fight this damn demon and overcome this demon.
Hey,
So
that's mighty.
that's in spirit. We killing the old man, we killing the flesh to continue to fight so we
Yeah.
can get the victory.
Hey, I think even the demon said you have to have. He's like the amount of resolve this boy has is immense.
Kill himself in his comfort zone.
Yeah, he killed him in sleep, which your sleep represents comfort.
Yep.
Because in the dream, she showed him his family that was, because his family got killed. But
Yeah, his
in the
mom.
dream, her family was alive and shit. He was comfortable. And then he like,
Yeah.
and then somebody's spirit came to him in the dream like, wake up.
Yeah.
And he woke.
That's mighty.
That was mighty.
Yeah.
Watch that again.
Yeah, come.
Hey, that's why Paul said he died daily.
He died daily.
Okay.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? He died. That's what he was doing, man. You know, putting off his old man. You know, because Paul had a reputation, man.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? He had that reputation, and he had, you know, in a sense, to kind of trying to find that scripture.
No. I was about to say he was somewhat infamous.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Infamous reputation.
Yeah, famous for doing something
Bad.
bad.
Yeah,
God. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, so he had to die daily, man. You know, as much as he was, you know, in wickedness, man, he had to, you know, put what it say, you know, seek the Lord 10 times more. You know. Yeah.
Right.
You got something like what?
So with that, we pray this video is edified. We want to give all glory, all praise, and all honor to.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who do who well, and as always, peace and salutations to those who elect. And the Sisakas pushes truth throughout the four corners of earth. Shalom.
Shalom.
And wa above above.
Above, above.